Plan for today is to see whether I can spend all day out exploring Singapore, eating my breakfast, my lunch and my dinner with just $50 in my pocket. Let's see how far it takes me. Okay, so I've just purchased a brand new MRT card. You get $5 automatically on it as a deposit. So I now need to top up $5 more to give me $10 for the day. At Tiangbaru, and before I start to explore, I'm going to grab some breakfast. There is one breakfast option that I've never tried in my 7 years of living here, and seeing as I'm on a budget, and apparently it's quite good value, I'm going to try this. Okay, so $10 on the MRT card, leaving me $40. So the Kaya toast butter set, which I'm going to go for, is $5.60. So hopefully it will fill me up until lunchtime, and I'm quite excited. I've never tried it before. Okay, so first time trying Kaya breakfast set, a popular staple with Singaporeans. $5.60, so that's well within my $50 budget for the day. Looks interesting. So apparently you are meant to dip the bread, which I think is quite sweet, into the sort of half, it looks a little bit half boiled maybe, and you're meant to put some soy sauce in, apparently. Okay, I'm not so sure about the egg, but let's give it a go. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of butter, and apparently this is like a sort of sweet jam, like a coconut based, I think. Wow, that's a lot of butter. I might just take the butter off. Here we go. Okay. It's actually really nice. In fact, I think I might put a bit more soy sauce in, actually. I was a little bit put off with how runny the eggs were, but yeah, it tastes really delicious. You sort of got sweet and sort of savoury, and the soy sauce just gives it that sort of like, yeah, that savoury, salty kick. And I think, looking at the portion size, it's going to certainly fill me up until lunchtime, which is a good job, because I've only got around $35 left. Right, I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. That was delicious, and I can't believe it's taken me that long to try a Kaya toast set, but I will definitely be eating that again. Tiangbaru is Singapore's oldest housing estate, and most of the buildings here are low-rise compared to the rest of the city. Amongst the old shop houses are trendy coffee shops, fashion boutiques and bookstores. The covered narrow walkways, paved with beautiful fauna, make it an ideal place to wander and soak up the chilled atmosphere. Now, one place that is very popular in Tiangbaru is the Tiangbaru Market. Now, if I wasn't on my $50 budget, I would have definitely bought some fresh flowers and stocked up on my fruit and veg for the week. The produce here is such good value and it's so fresh. And upstairs, there is an extremely popular hawker centre. And one stall in particular seems to be a popular spot. Note to self, I'll have to eat there next time I come. So the food court here is absolutely amazing. Every dish you could possibly wish for is actually here, and you can see by the crowds that it's a popular place. And when you know that the locals like it, it's going to be good. One reason I do come to Tiangbaru usually is to have a coffee and a beautiful pastry at Tiangbaru Bakery. I also often use Deliveroo and get it delivered on a Saturday morning. But seeing as I'm on a $50 budget, I don't think my money will stretch that far today. However, it is the best place in Singapore to get pastries, and it has fantastic, strong, beautiful coffee. And these tiny covered walkways were actually called 5-foot walkways. And Sir Stamford Raffles decided that all shophouse owners should have a veranda, which gave their houses more space, and being sheltered, it allowed people to sell their goods. And one thing that you can enjoy without costing any money is the wonderful 1930s Art Moderne architecture. I'm a particular fan of the spiral staircases. And hey, even the alleyways are pristine. And nestled underneath a HDB is a World War II air raid shelter. It used to be open for tours, but apparently that's now stopped. Shame. And on that note, it's time to move on. Had a wonderful morning exploring Tiangbaru, the streets of Tiangbaru, and I only spent my $5.60 on my breakfast. But now it is almost lunchtime, so I'm going to head off back on the MRT to one of my favourite hawker centres. From low-rise houses to skyscrapers. But in the midst of this financial business district is a rather upmarket hawker centre called Lau Pa Sat. A stunning building which dates back over 150 years and was in fact Singapore's first wet market, but is now home to a vast array of tasty, authentic dishes at very reasonable prices, which is a good job really, because I don't have a lot of money left to play with. It's getting really hot outside, so I've just started by having 2 lime juices, which cost me $4.40. Oh, I can't even think about food right now. I just need to rehydrate. So I'm now rehydrated after my 2 lime juices, and as expected, it's quiet today, but that is because it is a holiday. And there are a lot of food stalls that are closed, but one that is open is the chicken rice stall, which is what I am going to grab right now. Considered one of Singapore's national dishes, chicken rice is actually quite a simple dish. Basically, it's poached chicken and rice with soy sauce, but the tenderness of the chicken mixed with the fact that the rice is cooked in a broth makes it so tasty. I opted for some chilli, which just spices the rice up. Ooh. Oh, that chili's really hot. And the flavour's not so subtle now. Ooh. 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 I think I need another lime juice. After my 3rd lime juice, and now my mouth has cooled down slightly, I decided it was time to take a short walk to Bayfront. And my constant battle with Google Maps, as I'm trying to make sure I'm actually heading in the right direction. But 9 times out of 10, I still end up going the wrong way. It was time for some sugar, courtesy of a lovely ice cream uncle. Hello, could I have the ripple in a cup? Thank you. Thank you. How much?
120.
Oh, bargain. Rehydrated, I've had some sugar with that beautiful ice cream, and I'm feeling good again. Still really sweaty, but looking forward to exploring some more. So I've got $10 in my pocket and the others on my EasyLink card. Yeah, it sounded a lot better in my head. Sorry, Alanis. So, $10 left. Well, $10.50 to be precise. And it's actually not now about the money. It's about whether or not my legs can stay out much longer. One sure thing, if you want to lose a lot of money very quickly in Singapore, is alcohol. So I don't actually think I could even get, in fact I know I could not get a glass of wine even for $10.50, especially in this location because it is quite a tourist hub. So it might well be I end up going home with some change. Now, that'd be awesome. The stunning building known as the Old Hill Police Station. Constructed in 1934 for the Singapore Police Force. And it has, if you're interested, 927 colourful windows to be precise. And it's hard to believe that this was once a prison. Ah, the wonderful Fort Canning Park. I really wanted to go here today, but the thought of walking up those 1,500 steps after all the walking I've already done today was just a bit too much. It's free. Thank goodness. I'm exhausted. My battery on my camera is also exhausted, so I'm having to use my phone. I managed to get into a very cool and relaxing mall called Funan Mall with a cycle track in the middle of it and a climbing wall. And with my $10.50, I can actually eat at a beautiful Japanese restaurant. I'm not sure if it's free, but I'm going to find out. So free water and gyoza for $5. That sounds like a good enough dinner for me. Well, that free hard-boiled egg helped fill me up. I'm all about receiving complimentary gifts. Bonus. So I'm back heading out into the heat. I've been out now nearly 8 hours, so my legs are exhausted and I'm about now to head back. Normally I would get a grab from outside the mall, but I've just checked and it's $17.30. Not gonna happen. So now I've got to go and find the bus stop. And me and Google Maps, we're up and down in our relationship, so we'll see. And yeah, as predicted, I started walking in the wrong direction. Told you me and Google Maps don't get on. Anyway, I'm on the right path now. So I've made it back and I still have money left over from my $50. You can absolutely enjoy Singapore on very little money. I mean, $50 is around about £25. It's really super cheap. I'm really shocked actually that I've managed to be out this long and I've had breakfast, I've had lunch, I've had snacks and coffees and juices and ice creams, all for less than $50. Just put some comfy shoes on, go outside, embrace being sweaty and have a really cheap and enjoyable day, just like I have. So I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me on my $50 adventure, and I shall catch you on the next one.